Hi there, I'm Aussie Villa, and welcome to episode 4 of my world tour. And of course, the first season we are at Persiba. And since last episode, things have gone okay. It's been a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest, but not too bad. If you remember, we finished up last episode with the double games against Semeru and Kalteng. 2 wins there, and we carried on in a similar vein. If we look over my notes here, we played, first of all, we played Persirang. We'll just go with my first attempt at the words, I think. We were the better team. This was a deserved win for us. You can see it was Bryan, Cesar, and it was Turnando that got the goals. Late winner there for Turnando, which was very, very satisfying. Then we played Semeru. That you can see, again, first attempt. It was Noprihanis got the goals with Septian. Now Septian, honestly, he's the Indonesian Xavi. He's not the Indonesian Xavi. Indonesian Xavi is Redian. He's the Indonesian Iniesta, which is a bit of a tongue twister. They're both in midfield, just absolutely insane. Now you can see here, we conceded early a first-minute goal, which is never a good way to start, but we fought back and got a deserved win in the end, and it was really, really satisfying to do that. Then we had a little bit of a blip. We played Serengina. I think we'll go with that. This was a really back and forth game. You can see we went up early, then we went behind, then we fought back, and then we went behind again. 94th minute though, we lost it, which is really disappointing. But it was Noprihanis with 2 again, and Beny from the bench. He chipped in with a goal as well. Then we played Paris Solo. Again, it was a loss. It was a disappointing loss, this one. It was a game that we dominated, and there's defensive lapses just cost us. You can see it was an own goal as well. But we went ahead through Redian, of course, the Indonesian Xavi, but couldn't quite hang on for that one. And you can see we had a goal disallowed there as well. So it was a Superman own goal, wasn't it? Then we played Persita, and this was an even game again that could have gone either way, to be honest. Both teams hit the woodwork. We just happened to take our chances when they did come along. Turnando and Cesar again in the 93rd minute capped off a good, solid 2-0 win. Then we played Pershiwa. 3-1 this one. This was, you can see I conceded an early penalty, and then we fought back really well. Look at that, 3 goals in the last 10 minutes from Cesar, Turnando, and Noprihanis. And it was quite satisfying, actually. The second half was much, much better, as 3 goals in 8 minutes would show late on there. Then we played PSIM. What to say about this? We missed an early penalty. Rahman missed the penalty, and Septian's injured. The Indonesian Iniesta is injured for about 5-6 weeks. Now, given we have no doctors, that's going to be closer to 6 weeks, isn't it? And we just never recovered from that. You can see they went 1-0 up. We couldn't fight back. It was really, really disappointing, particularly because they're not going that well in the league. If we have a look at the league table, actually, before we do that, this episode, PSPS and PSS, related clubs, I think, there. But it's 7th in the league and 3rd in the league, so massive, massive games. Because if we do look at the league table, there we are sitting in 5th, just a point outside of the playoffs right now. Only 3 points outside of 2nd. And look, that Semeru Padang, now they've won it. We beat them 5-2 last episode, so we are very, very competitive if we can get into the playoffs. And considering we had a bit of a blip at the start, we were sort of quite a ways off the playoffs when we started. Like, I think we were about 4 or 5 points off. So to get to where we are, we're very, very competitive as it is. So 2 wins in this episode will essentially guarantee us the playoffs, because one of those wins will be against PSS, which means we'll go ahead of them. So it's a massive, massive episode. So let's have a look at the team we're sending out for the first game, and this is, of course, against PSPS, so not the bigger of the 2 games. And you can see we're out of midfielders. When Septian went down, we only have 3 midfielders at the club right now, so we're going to have to play Noprihanis. Now, he was playing up front and doing quite a good job, but we're dropping him back in to do a job for us. Now, it's Bayu, Putra, it's Rahman, Ahmed, Rokani, and Kudarin across the back. Mutaquin, Redian, of course, the Indonesian Xavi, and Noprihanis, as I said, in midfield. Turnando and Siswanto go down the wings with Coriano back up top. Injuries have really, really ravaged this team, though. And of course, for all the goals in between episodes there, after the second game, there'll be, of course, goals of the month. I do recommend checking that out, because there are some absolute screamers in there. Now, let's have a look here. Do it for the fans. We're at home. It's probably could be our last home game of the season, I think. Go out there, relax, play your natural game. The result will come. So passionate, we have faith. And I was saying about injuries. We just have lost centre-back after centre-back. We have no wingers. So no wingers, no central midfielders. It's just, I think what might be happening is our lack of physios and sports. I'm not sure if we had sports scientists to start with anyway, but certainly our lack of physios. I think it's just starting to come through now, and we're picking up injuries, and they're sort of muscle injuries, and they're more long-term injuries, and Yeah, it's not great. We'll see how Noprihanis does in midfield. He's a very, very talented player for this level. That's a cracking pass for Turnando. If he squares it, we've got to tap in. Oh, he's got himself. Oh, Turnando. All he had to do was square it to Kayono, and we had a tap in, and he's got himself. All right, let's see what we can do from the corner. Siswanto knocks it in. Looks decent. Tethered away, though. Picked up by Noprihanis. Back out to Siswanto. Back in. Wrong foot for Siswanto out there. And are we going to get anything from this? No, we are not. So that's a decent start, isn't it? We should have been 1-0 up. Yeah, so I'm hoping what we'll do here is we'll find ourselves in the playoffs after this episode, and then we can sort of continue on our first season from there. And if we make the playoffs, we've got to be a decent chance, don't we? Because, as I said, we've played well. Just every now and again, we have games that we just either don't defend well, such as the 4-3, or like last game where we just can't get going. Now, Siswanto with a free kick here. It's a good one. Oh, it's an absolute belter from Siswanto. That is amazing. That's the sort of free kick you'd expect to see in the European Champions League game, not in the Indonesian second division. And that is an absolute screamer. Well done, Siswanto. Watch this again. That is... Keeper maybe could have done a little bit better, but not much of a chance, is there? Keeper in this level is not saving that, let's put it that way. That is what we like to see. So there we go. Now let's see if we can build on this potentially. Goal difference is in our favour. So that's a good thing. We have one of the better goal differences in the division, so we don't have to worry about goal difference hurting us in terms of whether we make the playoffs or not. Yeah, so it's just a matter of just getting the points, and we're absolutely dominant. Look, they haven't had a sniff as of yet. I'm getting the hang too with setting a team up defensively, because we're just... I mean, God love us, we don't have very good defenders at this level. So it's very much... Now, let's see. I'm going to say keep it up, or do we want to say don't get... I think don't get complacent is probably in order. That seems to work. I'll do a few individual team talks, and then we'll come back for the second 45. Okay, no tactical changes. I was saying what I sort of had to learn to do with the defense is we're just defending really narrow, because if you... I can't remember if they were doing it last episode, but a lot of our goals we can see are through the middle and sort of balls over the top. So we're sitting a little bit deeper and we're defending more narrow. And that seems, that 4-3 game I had to really have a rethink, because we were horrible defensively that game. And that seems to have done okay so far. Hopefully now we won't go and concede a goal through the middle, but it seems to be doing okay, and there's no real aerial strength in this league. So if they get the ball wide and cross it in, no one's heading, you're not going to get beaten in the air. It's just a matter of making sure your defenders get to the cross first to try and clear it. So we've been doing okay. Let's see, we're backing off. We're staying narrow. I like that. That's what we like to see. All right, come on. Let's defend this, boys. We need to get these 3 points. It's headed in. It's a... What was I saying about making sure you get to the ball first? There it is right there. So let's tell them, show some passion. I said don't get complacent, and that goal did look a little bit complacent, didn't it? Yeah, their attacker was already in there, wasn't he? And he just sort of pulled off a defender. The what was it? Left back couldn't get back in. Right back, be the right back, wouldn't it? That's how I tell my lefts and rights. All right, come on, boys. We're better than this. If we don't get the 3 points here, I mean, it could all be over, couldn't it? Because we'd be a point behind already, so we could find ourselves 4 points behind with a game to go, and that would be just a massive anticlimax of the season. We've done so well to bring ourselves back into contention for the playoffs. It's a free kick! Oh, good save from Putra. Come on, let's demand more here. We can't let that stunning free kick from Siswanto go on a losing team. I'd love to make a change for Redian, but we don't have any midfielders. We have an injured midfielder on the bench, but he's more of an attacking midfielder in any case. Here we go. Oh, the Indonesian Zavi can't quite find the pass there, but we'll get to it anyway. Cracking ball there. Look at that. Come on, Kayono! Oh, Kayono! 2-1 to Persiba. We're back in front, and the playoffs look again back on the cards, don't they? I can't remember who's in fourth, and I've been sort of kicking... We're up to third now. There we go. So that's a massive goal for us, isn't it? Look at that. Redian just couldn't quite get the pass. What's his name there? Karuden. That's an absolutely belting pass. Kayono has made no mistake. Finishing isn't always his strong point, and he hasn't been playing much, to be honest. He got that hat-trick last episode, and he really went off the boil after that. Come on, let's show some passion here, boys. Looking nervous. We really just need to tell him to concentrate. But that doesn't tend to always... I haven't found that as a shout that's very effective. Come on, coming into the stoppage time now. Let's play a bit more cautious. Let's just be sensible. Get a massive 3 points on the board. Come on, Putra. Just either put your foot through it or wait. That's a good ball, isn't it, out there? And there it is. That's a huge, huge 3 points, everybody. That is massive. I think it's deserved. You know, when you look at the shots created, possession, we did deserve to win the game. Would have been a real shame, wouldn't it, if we hadn't have done so. Let's say calm. Well done, lads. Well done, lads. Yeah. Vintage display ensures victory. Let's have a look here. Now, Noprihanis, actually, for a box-to-box midfielder, did quite well that game, didn't he? Considering he's playing out of position. And let's have a look at the league table, see where that puts us. It puts us up in third, 2 points ahead of PSPS. So, can they catch us? The team of 33, goal difference. They do well. So, a draw in our next game, in any case, and we're through. So, let's come back for that. Okay, welcome back, and it all comes down to this. This is absolutely huge. You can see PSS are favourites. They're fifth, we are third. They're 2 points behind us. We avoid defeat, and we're into the playoffs. We've got to keep an eye on what Keltang do as well, because they could knock us out. This is the team we're sending out. It's more or less the same. It's Putra in goal. Raman. Superman comes back in because Ahmed is suspended, with Rokani and Korudran across the back. Mutaquin, Redian, and Noprihanis in midfield. Turnando and Siswanto go down the wings. It's Kayono up top. What can we do? Here we go. Look at that. They're looking very defensive. It would be such a shame, wouldn't it, to get so far and just to miss out. Pick up where they left off. I'm thinking, is there play a game you'll win? You're very capable of that. I'm thinking that's probably a good one. Some passion that we have faith, and... I just hope we do ourselves justice, if I'm honest. I just hope that we put in a good performance and we don't give away stupid goals. Oh, alright, this is the first big game of the series, isn't it? The first big game of our career. I should say too, I meant to mention before we started the game, I've got my National C license, so we're on the coaching ladder now. Didn't make any real effect to our coaching stats or anything, but I think we're like half a star reputation now instead of a quarter of a star, so it's all progress, isn't it? Yeah, so let's see what we can do. Hopefully, I mean, it would be a bit of an anticlimax if we were to lose this. It's the end of the season. Suddenly, you know, we're in the off-season and having end-of-season awards and all that at the end of this episode, and I wasn't planning on that. So let's hope that that doesn't happen. Let's see here. The end-of-season awards for this for the league are up, sort of underway. Septian looks like he's favourite to win the Young Player of the Year, and also he's one of the favourites to win the actual Player of the Year. And like, we haven't seen all the other teams, have we? But he has been absolutely magnificent. We have missed him a little bit. We've let him just wander through the centre of our defence there. What was that? Putra's there to claim it, but that was not good defending. Now, his contract, his loan contract is up after this game. Now, I'm hoping if we qualify for the playoffs that we'll be able to extend that. If not, well, I mean, our keeper that was injured, Jaya, we can bring back. That's not a problem, but his match sharpness is really, really low. So I didn't want to play him in this game. We've got to get to the playoffs, then we'll worry about the playoffs. Here's Kayono. What can he do? He's wandering through. It was a good tackle in the end. Can we win that ball? No, we can't. Well, we can, just not the first time. Karudin is there to pick it up. Now, can he do another raking ball? He's gone for it. Is it going to find a target? Not quite. Just in between the two there, wasn't it? Tornado's chasing back. No. This is what makes me nervous with that team, is it sees long balls over the top. But like I said, we have been a little bit better. There's a good ball for Siswanto. Can he square it for Kayono? Goal! Dwee Kayono! And that is 1-0. And that puts us, as the things stand, into the playoffs. And that is huge. Now, I did look at how the playoffs work. And let's have another look at this ball from... who was it? It was Noprihanis. Decent pass, wasn't that? Over the top for Siswanto. Squares it in, and was it? It looked like, was it a tackle maybe? There's no assist, which makes me think that he maybe blocked a clearance from the defender or something. We don't care. It doesn't matter how it went in because it did go in. I did have a look at how the playoffs work. It's essentially, as you would kind of expect, the first 4 from each group go into play each other. So I'm assuming it would be like first and second of versus third and fourth of each group kind of thing. And then the top 2 of each of those groups of 4 get promoted. So 4 teams will go up. There's a good ball for Kayono in behind again. Can he make it 2? Kayono! Oh, he's missed it. As I've said before, finishing isn't his strongest point. But that was a bit of a tough angle. So we'll give him that one, won't we? Siswanto with the corner. Can we knock it in from here? Oh, no, not quite. Second ball. No, don't get counter-attacked. Well done, boys. Well done. Now, that could be a suspension for Noprihanis. Now, Septian is not too far away from coming back. He would miss the first game or 2 from the next phase, from the playoffs, if we were to get that far. Oh, cross comes in well cleared by Rahman at the back post. Come on, boys, concentrate coming into half-time. We need to get in front. We don't need to, but it would be very nice, wouldn't it? Good pressure, making him go back. They've gone long again. It's easy for Kurudin there. They're just keeping the ball nicely though, which is a little bit of a worry. We've got 2 men on him, which, you know, I'd like to spread out a little bit more perhaps. Crossfield ball, is that going to catch us out? We've got men there. Keeper's saved it kind of, and it's clear behind from Rakani. Oh, come on, boys, come on, demand more. Coming into, oh, come on, let's clear this, come on, head to it. Let me clear it. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. They're just piling on the pressure right now, and their manager has said something stupid, and they're all disenchanted. Or disinterested, sorry. I can't read new glasses, apparently. There it is, half-time. Well, it's been even. They've had more shots on goal. We've had more possession. Are we lucky to be in front? You could make that argument, couldn't you? We've got a guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done. I think I like that. We'll do some individual team talk here, guys. And we're 45 minutes from the playoffs, but stay right there. Alright, no tactical changes. We're just going to go as we were, and hopefully just be a little bit more creative, maybe. Now, if you are watching this too, watching the channel, you're just discovering the series, make sure you leave comments. I would like to, know who's watching. Not for creepy reasons, just for, friendly reasons. So yeah, don't be afraid to leave comments. Let me know what you think, how our first season's gone. Where in the field we can look to strengthen. Midfield is the obvious one, because we only have 3 midfielders at the club right now. We've got Noprihanis, who's doing a decent job, as I said. But he's not a midfielder, so he's in there right now. Show some passion, boys. Tornado's looking apprehensive. We do have Warby on the bench. I'm thinking that might be one we need to make here, because he's not particularly playing well. And apprehension is not something that we need. Oh, it's tight. I wanted a nice, comfortable win, and it's not that. It was never going to be that, was it? Let's not forget, a draw does the job for us. A draw gets us through. Come on, demand more. So that's something. Excuse me. They need 2. But yeah, if they get 1, it's nervy, isn't it? Be more than happy to see us knock in a second here. Do we want to make any other changes? It is a corner for us. Siswanto, make it a good one, mate. It's gone deep. Back post. It's headed down for Redian. Oh! Kayono! The offside is not. It's a goal, and it is 2. He pounces on the rebound, and that is Persiba into the next round. Promotion is still on in our first season at the club. This was a little bit lucky, let's be honest. Good header down from Superman. Redian with a cracking drive, and it could have gone anywhere after that. Rakani, thank God he didn't get a foot on it, because he would have been offside. And Kayono pounces for his second of the game. When he scores in spades, doesn't he? He just bangs them in. He's like, who's that? Wayne Rooney, wasn't it? That would just, he wouldn't score, and then he'd score like 5 and 2. And that's what Kayono's doing. Is he the Indonesian Wayne Rooney? We're getting carried away now with our Indonesian version of players, but here's Warby. Can he get another ball into the box? It's sort of deflected through for Redian. He squares it. It's there for Siswanto! And that's 3! And that is now promotion well and truly on the cards. We're up. Well, we're not up. We're into the next round anyway. 3-0. It has come in the end to be a comfortable win. And again, a little bit of luck in this one, because it's sort of deflected around, found its way to Siswanto in the end. He's backed in. He's really finished that well, hasn't he? Just inside the post. Did not give the keeper a chance. And that is that. What are we looking at here? Offside. Oh, the guy over here is just playing him on. That's okay, though. Alright, do we need to make changes? You know what we might look to do? Noprihanis, he's on a booking. I think he might be suspended for the next game because of that. So we'll bring on our other sort of attacking midfield option. Do we want to make any other changes? You can see we had 2 goalkeepers on the bench. That's how desperate we are. Do we want to give another defender some minutes here? It's 85th minute, so we're not going to lose, famous last words. So we'll do that. We'll just a bit of match fitness at this point. Here comes the corner. Here comes the dramatic comeback, isn't it? Head that away. Well done. Kayono, he's at both ends of the field doing the work for us. So Keltan has won. So that means now goal difference. This hasn't hurt our goal difference, so that should still put us in 3rd, I think. And they've conceded a goal right there anyway. So let's see, can we get to the 4th? Siswanto knocks it in again. Back post. Oh, it's a decent ball in, but it was headed away. If you are enjoying this too, do make sure you hit like and of course subscribe if you're new as well. We have promotion on the cards here, and I tell you what, after that first episode, it didn't look like it was going to happen when we could not score a goal to save ourselves. And suddenly it just all clicked, didn't it? It all clicked, it all came together, and here we are now into the second round. I was genuinely worried about relegation, but there we go. Well done, everybody. We are into the playoffs. Let me know what you think in the comments. Can we do promotion? Considering the team that has ended up winning our league pretty comfortably, we beat them 5-2, we've got to be a chance. So it is. Superior finishing does the job for Persiba. Disappointing results. Tough to swallow. Who is that? Oh, we don't know who that is. That's some clown. We qualify for the second phase. And guys, that's going to be next episode. Let's have a look at the team we've got. We've got Keltan. We've got 3 teams from our original group. So it's just Persik. Now, we've beaten all these teams, so we have nothing to fear here. Even if this other team from the other group is an absolute worldie, we should finish in the top 2. This could be on, boys. This could be on. But so that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that, do make sure that you hit the like button. And if not, then please just pretend you didn't hit it anyway. And of course, if you're new, subscribe and make sure you ring the bell so you can see when we upload new episodes. I do have an Arsenal save going as well, so it's a little bit higher standard than the Indonesian second division, but it's worth checking out, I would say. Now, next episode we'll come back. We'll come back for the last 2 games of the group, and the first game isn't going to make a difference, is it? It's going to be the last 2 that determine whether we go up or not. So that is going to be for tomorrow, guys. Now, I'm very, very busy this week, so we're not going to be doing an episode each day. We'll be doing Persiba tomorrow, being Tuesday, and then again on Thursday. So make sure you check in then. And of course, Wednesday, Friday will be the Arsenal save as well. So until next time, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. And as promised, here are some of our best goals from in between times. It's goals of the month. Strictly speaking, it's September and October and a little bit of November as well. So enjoy those, and I'll see you for Persiba on tomorrow. Take care.
Thank you.